Oh boy, I've fucked up, haven't I? So we're nearly at the end of the season, and it's only episode 6, and I've just realised that in this episode, I might actually secure survival a lot earlier than I expected. It's a bit anticlimactic as well, because, I mean, a lot of you were expecting me to get relegated, according to the amount of likes that I got on the video. So thank you very much for that. And also a huge thank you for 4,000 subscribers. I mean, I love every one of you equally. I mean, it's not realistic that I can love every single one of you, but we can try and make it work. I'm sure my ex told me that, and then she dumped me. Oh dear. The last episode brought us a 1-1 draw at home to Liverpool, which I thought on the back of things was a decent result, seeing as that helped us in our relegation fight. And the results after that weren't too bad, actually. In the game that followed the Liverpool one, we drew Hull away 0-0, who are bottom of the league. And that was the game I was actually going to live comment in episode 5, and I'm kind of glad I didn't now. Then the game after that, we lost to West Brom in the 90th minute, even though we dominated the game, and then scored in the 89th minute against Middlesbrough when we were dominating the game as well. And Angelo Henriquez was the one who got the winner. We then got thrashed by City, but it doesn't really matter because we beat Leicester City away 2-1 with Jermaine Defoe getting both the goals. I mean, who else is going to score for me? Which means that in this episode, we're going to be focusing on the Manchester United game and the Bournemouth game. But the Bournemouth game, I believe, if I'm correct, is that will make me mathematically safe if we beat them. And I picked the Man United one because I thought, well, it's Man United and people want to see me get thrashed, so why not? Youth Intake Day came along and we finally had a player who actually might be worth something in the future. Anthony Owusu, who's 15 years old, and my scouts are saying he's got 4-star potential ability, which is good because there's more chance of me ruining him by sending him out on loan to Darlington for about 4 seasons and then finding out that he's a Vanarama National Conference South striker. I mean, I forgot what that league's called now. Well, with 6 games remaining, the media have told me that if we win against Manchester United, we will be mathematically safe from relegation, and my assistant manager has refused to relax about it. I mean, relax! I went to go and raid my old club Borussia Mönchengladbach and signed Joseph Dermich for next season for 4 million as he was transfer listed, but obviously I didn't have enough money, so in the meantime I decided to try and release Seb Larsson until the board blocked it. So I can't release Seb Larsson or sign Joseph Dermich, so I'm fucked for next season. And also, let's not forget the fact that Jermaine Defoe's stats are going to go down next year, and I've got no money to replace him, and I can't make any money by releasing players. So, boards, maybe? You want to give me some money, maybe?
What the heck is this?
But let's look at the team that I've picked against Manchester United at home, and in order to counter-attack their 4-3-3, I thought I would, play the 4-3-3 as well. It's a great strategy if you think about it. But of course in goal, Jordan Pickford is back in goal because he's fit again, and Mika is just getting on my nerves a little bit. The back 4 consists of Billy Jones at right back replacing Mankilo because Mankilo's too tired, and Gila Boji, Kone and Oviedo. The midfield 3 is Battaglia, Ndong and Polly. They're my 3 best centre mid, so I might as well play them. And then a front 3 of Victor Anichby, Jermaine Defoe and Angelo Henriquez. Now, with a team that strong, my bench is going to be a bit weak, and it is really. I mean, Kazri, Watmore and Barini are on there. So at least I know I won't be scoring with them in the team. Yeah, I've picked Man United as the LiveCon game and then just checked that since Boxing Day when they lost at home to Tottenham, they've only lost once since, and they've dropped points twice. And they've only drawn in the FA Cup as well. They've won every other game. And I've decided to pick them as the LiveCon game. I mean, this could end up being on RedTube rather than YouTube. I mean, it brings a whole new meaning to YouTube Red.
Stop it. Get some help.
So there is an incentive in this game that if I win, I will be safe from relegation. But I would rather take the 0-0 draw and just save on my team's morale because I don't want it to be absolutely destroyed for our next game against Bournemouth at home. I mean, the team talk I've picked there hasn't worked. Yeah, there was someone who said they wanted to see my instructions for this game. I mean, it's probably not the best game to show you my instructions because this is a game that I'm not actually going to win. So Man United need a win to go into the top 4 and I need a win to pretty much secure survival this season. So there's a lot on the line here. Well, to celebrate 4,000 subscribers and to make this unique, I've actually created a chant that we can all sing together in this video. I mean, I'm just guessing that you won't be singing and then I will be by myself, but I mean, that's alright. So basically the chant goes, something's telling me I'm into something good, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, woke up this morning feeling fine, I've got survival on my mind. Proudie's keeping us up like he said he would. Oh yeah. So we'll do this together. So I'll start. Something's telling me I'm in... Oh, I've got it wrong already. Something's telling me I'm into something good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woke up this morning feeling fine. I've got survival on my mind. Proudie's keeping us up like he said he would. Oh yeah. And now you'll go. I mean, I'm pretending that you're singing this. I know you're just cringing at the fact I've just created a chant for myself. And I've not really said anything about this game so far. It's 0-0. We're playing the ball around really nicely here. And Henriquez, oh, it's a good save by the Hayer. Oh, well, it was on target as well. So, I mean, I've gotten 3 strikers up front against Man United. And I mean, my tactic here is to outscore them. Because if they score 2, then I will score 2, hopefully, or 3. But most likely 0. We got another highlight, Oviedo into the box, and Henriquez brings it down, then it's straight at the Hayer again. Henriquez with 2 glorious chances to put us in the lead, and he's getting quite a few here. And oh, Pogba's off. I think Pogba might be off here. Pogba's been sent off. We actually have a chance. Okay, well, I'm changing the tactics. Hold on. Let's go fairly narrow. Let's exploit the middle. There we go, boys. I mean, we are playing a pretty narrow formation, so it should be. I mean, we have a glorious chance of beating Man United here. Man United! Should we do that chant again? No? Okay. Yeah. It's probably the most embarrassing thing I've had to do on my YouTube channel. But that, I mean, I have shown a series where I got relegated, so maybe that's more embarrassing than that chant that I just did. I mean, Man United could keep attacking, but I doubt they're going to score. I really doubt they're going to score. Oh, Billy Jones has... conceded a penalty. 17 minutes left in the game. We were holding Man United, and this is it. I mean, if Pickford says this, I'll give him a pay rise. I will give Pickford a pay rise. I mean, Iago Aspas plays for Man United now. What the fuck? And Pickford has missed it, and Aspas has scored, and Man United leads. Fantastic. And guess what I have to do now? It's very predictable. I've lost to Man United for a penalty. That's what annoys me the most, actually. I've lost to Man United for a penalty, and we didn't have a highlight, really, in the second half. And look, we actually are on the attack, but Defoe's going to lose the ball in the... Oh, Defoe! And it's straight to keeper. You're brilliant. All that to see that happen right at the end. And, well, we lost to Man United, so... I mean, that was fairly predictable. Well, after losing to Manchester United, I got a news item saying that the bonuses had been paid for avoiding relegation, which I then found out that Swansea hadn't won either, which means I'm mathematically safe from relegation. For then I found out that Swansea has sacked Paul Clement as their manager, and then I was placed as the favourite to take over. I mean, I've obviously dismissed it because this isn't saving Swansea. God, this is going to backfire when I inevitably get relegated next year. But I'm pleased to announce that we have signed a new left back for next season, and Santiago Garcia from Werder Bremen is going to join us on a free after agreeing a pre-contract. And I've been meaning to replace Oviedo pretty much all year, but I've never had the money until now. Which moves us into our second game at home to Bournemouth, which is now essentially a dead rubber, seeing as I've now survived relegation. So, I mean, I'm quite regretting actually picking this game again. There have been a few changes to the team, but Jordan Pickford does start in goal for us. I mean, I'm not going to drop him, even though it's a dead rubber. The back four in front of him is pretty much the same, except Sobiech comes in for Djilabodji, as, I mean, Sobiech hasn't really played that much this year. And I would like to get him to a standard where I could then sell him for 7.5 million in the summer. The midfield three stays the same, even though they didn't really create much against Man United, and I didn't really feel the need to drop any of them. But Kadri comes in for Anichebe as we drop the 4-3-3 and go 4-3-1-2, because the 4-3-3 didn't work against Man United, and I doubt it's going to work against Bournemouth. But the substitutes are on the screen, and no one really stands out except for Paddy McNair, who's actually on the bench for the first time this season after being injured pretty much all year. Although I can't really see him being the player to change the game if I'm losing. I mean, it's a little bit underwhelming that this game now means that I don't really have to play it because I've already secured survival, because the teams below me in the relegation zone lost yesterday, which means that there's no chance they're going to catch me up. I mean, it took me a lot longer to explain that than it should have. So we do welcome a Bournemouth team who are still battling relegation, albeit they're 9 points above the relegation zone with only 5 games remaining. So I think they're safe, but we're still going to go out there and thrash them. Well, I'm looking forward to a celebration, like a celebratory game. You know, there's no pressure on us anymore to survive. I mean, we've pretty much been safe since January. So yeah, let's go out there and let's destroy Bournemouth and send them back into the relegation battle that they're trying to get out of. And Oviedo, it's 1-0, and as I say that, Henriquez has... Oh, it's Henriquez's goal. We'll take that. It's gone in off him somehow, and it's flown past Federici in the Bournemouth goal. And we'll see it from a better angle, and Oviedo smashed it, and it's just hit Henriquez and flown into the other side of the net. Easy, that's what we learned on the training ground. This is... Oh, we're not going to do it again, are we? No, Oviedo just smashed it over this time. Damn. And, oh my god, Henriquez has scored again. That was so unexpected. He scored another worldie. Like, sorry, his first one wasn't a worldie, but he scored a worldie, and he just turned and then smashed it into the bottom corner. Even I didn't believe that was going to go... What a bargain. 2 million, what a bargain. All he needed to do was score. Something tells me I'm into... Okay, we're not doing it. Cool. And Bournemouth are in, and Wilson's pulled a goal back. I mean, I thought Pickford pushed it wide, but... That's a bit annoying. I mean, Bournemouth have just ruined that. Well, half-time, we're 2-1 up, which is, for the first time, I think, in quite a while, I've actually got to half-time where both teams have scored. It never normally happens. I mean, there was a period in mid-season where I didn't actually see my team score until the 88th minute of the fourth game, I think it was, without scoring. Wow. Amazing. Wow. I mean, Wilson here, and Gradle, 2-2. I mean... How have Bournemouth come back into this game? Like, how? How? Billy Jones. Henriquez! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh my god, that was the hat-trick. That was the hat-trick right there. And it's... Oh, no. And that's it. We draw Bournemouth at home. I'm delighted with Henriquez. Everyone else was shit. Brilliant. What a way to end the episode. Like, bottling a 2-0 lead. That's just what I wanted to see. Oh, god. Roll on next season already.